Welcome back, you filthy Valorant casuals, to the Collegiate Valorant League, hosted by the Gamers EDU, hosted by me. I'm your part-time host / full-time president of the Leave Reyna Alone Club, Queen McRib. I'm super excited to get into today's match. I know you guys are. It's probably the most anticipated match of the league yet, dare I say. CSUN Black versus SJSU. Name a more iconic rivalry, like honestly. But before we get into it, I do want to get a little real with you guys. We know that these two teams have some super loyal fan bases, go CSUN, but we also know that we want to keep chat a super positive and respectful place. We don't want to ruin anyone's fun, but we also know we don't want to encourage anyone being some lame loser in chat who's out to make people feel bad. It makes you look bad, it makes your team look bad, and we're not going to tolerate it. So just don't do it. Don't be that guy, okay? And now I am super excited to announce your two casters for the match, Eli the Curry and the OG Ben. What's up, you guys?
What's up?
How is it going, everybody? We are here Wednesday. We are kicking it off with the premier matchup of the night. I'm so excited. We're going to have the two undefeated teams, the toppest of the top tiers. Number one, and screw you, I'm number one too.
I mean,
San
you want to
Jose
talk about a bloodbath. This is definitely going to be a bloodbath.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is going to be. You want to talk about a tug of war match? These are two amazing teams. If they don't tug of war, one's going to get steamrolled. That's going to be mind blowing if one gets steamrolled.
No, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't expect it.
It's not at all.
I will say, coming into this, I expect Northridge to have a little bit of fire in their belly. They are, we talked about before, one of two members of Northridge competing in this tournament or in this league, and they will be trying to get revenge for Northridge Red, who did not have the best time against San Jose State. So this is definitely one of those times now where they got to pick up the banner. They got to represent California State Northridge as a whole and go up against probably one of the strongest sides. Will they be the undisputed strongest side by the end of tonight? We'll find out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be someone's going home with a loss, I feel like. If not, they could. Also, there's a small chance that there could be a draw. I have a feeling there could be. You know, if they're gonna go 30 rounds, and they agree to a draw, this could be just a weird tie. Who knows?
What's your prediction then? Is it a draw?
I'm gonna have to go with the draw because I think it's just they're both so super strong. So I that's what I think is gonna happen.
Wow, really? A stalemate? You think it's that even?
I think so. We got a 6-0 and a 5-0 team going against each other. Either someone's gonna lose, which I kind of almost doubt because of how well they both play.
What about you, Eli?
I think Northridge is going to win. I think they're going to win. I would say that San Jose,
really? Oh.
I would have them as the favorite, but honestly, I would say that from what we've seen out of Northridge, the way they've come through time and again, and having had the experience through secondhand, but teammates still having gone up against San Jose State, I think that there's information there for them to go off of that San Jose State doesn't have. And that little bit of information, I think, is what will make the difference, because I do believe these teams are so close to each other in so many aspects of their teamwork and of their ability to get kills and picks set up and protect their spikes on attacking side, that I think that type of little thing is what really will make the difference. But like Ben said, I also believe that this is going to be back and forth. And if it ends up being San Jose State, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But I just have that little inkling, that little feeling that type of information, just being able to talk to somebody else, will help them out in this first matchup.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right, Eli.
You want to talk about bloodbath? You want to talk about two teams going against it? This is a perfect matchup. Two teams that have not lost yet.
Yeah,
if they're both going to put it fully on the line. like I already feel like tensions going up in the air. Like I'm ready for this.
Yes, and as you see, we
Yeah,
are
there's
going.
so much
We will be on Ascent as well today. So this is another one. This is a map now that they're both going to be very familiar with, especially at this point in the season. So we're not going to have any of that unfamiliarity. For those of you who are wondering about Icebox, about Sky, we will not be having either that map or that agent until sometime later on, perhaps even closer to the last week of the season. So we won't have any of those new agents or that new map to interact with for quite some time. So there's going to be no unfamiliarity excuse for either of these two teams. Whoever comes away with this victory on Ascent, they're gonna say it's because we did the work before half and we were ready to get it done.
And can you tell us a little bit about Ascent, Eli?
So this is like the Ascent was built, I feel like, as like a bridge for those who are coming over from games like CSGO, who were very used to those quintessential maps where abilities are not going to make the difference. And the reason why I say that is because Ascent offers those tight sight lines where the faster your character moves, it doesn't really help you too much, right? So when I talk about a character like Jet or characters like Reyna who kind of move around in weird ways, Ascent is meant to kind of hinder those agents and not allow them the same mobility that they would enjoy elsewhere. And so it's a very tactical map. It's very, very much about getting the call outs, getting the information, and then making your shots within tight windows and avenues, because if you don't, you can be picked out very early. As we see right there, Alvin is trying to get in, but big work with 3.
Ooh.
And just like that, I believe we came in actually a little late as we missed the first round, and now already San Jose State is up 2-0 as they are on the defending side going up against this Northridge side who will be on the attack to start out with. And an early lead already for San Jose State. As Big did well there to get 2 kills, protecting the intro.
San Jose only lost 1 person that second round, right?
Yeah, just the 1 pick for Northridge. To see again, Choi Boy getting out early. This is looking like a very quick, aggressive run here as Choi Boy going to get an early kill on Fiesto Nino. That's the second time in 3 rounds now that Fiesto has gone out first. And just like that, Choi Boy back into the site. Did work, got a kill, and then immediately dipped back. And now Northridge has to scramble in order to figure out how they're going to make this attack happen. A 4v5 when they didn't have any anticipation of Choi Boy's assault.
San Jose is definitely playing this well. Right now we see, CSUN Black taking their time getting into this point. It does allow the defender set up, and that's also can be very dangerous.
Absolutely. We see Alvin is getting work done there. There's 2 up in heaven. Choi Boy flanked there by Bench, and just like that, Poise is going to be able to get this spike down, and the odds have been flipped. That was a beautiful attack on a site, and all of a sudden, it is a tough retake now. As you see, Gong gonna try to get into the area, but this is gonna be really harsh. Even trying to come up through heaven, you still got an agent on the other side. As you see, the pick off there on Devins.
He gets 1 off, and that can also change it as well. These are 2 strong teams, so they have definitely perfected a lot of their skills. They don't have as much, small, faults as a lot of other teams have done, but still not able to pull it off. Alvinus with a 4K that round, definitely leading that round for sure for his team.
There you go, Alvinus with 4 on the board. A beautiful attack, and then the picture-perfect response after the spike goes down. These 2 teams, top of the ladder, each of them undefeated. I'm going to keep it 100% real with you all. It's going to be very rare, I think, to see, a retake against a setup like that. If either of these teams is able to get a start of the round early like that, where you get the first 3 picks of the round, I feel like you can chalk it in for that side. And the reason for that is just because of their discipline, their trigger discipline, and their awareness. As we see Chris getting out early, getting 2, but there's a response there, and already we're even again. early rounds here. San Jose State definitely taking the aggressive side, even as the defenders. They're looking to crush this Northridge attack early before it can even get a chance to get started. Big Werp is going to have the first shot if they come around. No, there's a flick there from Devins. They were ready. Got the suspicion, cleared the corner really well, and now it is an advantage to Northridge as well.
Devin's trying to pull people from heaven. He knows someone's up there. He knows, he knows at least, well, we can see who's up there, but he doesn't know who exactly it is.
No, but you see, it doesn't matter. Oh, beautiful. Got the info off the arrow.
Trying to get those wall bangs off as well. Poise over here just, waiting for people to come out of heaven as Devin tries to pull him out as well. See, his Poise going to be able to get the wall bangs. He is not able to right now. Come on. 11. Yeah, God, my respect. I'm already getting the names wrong.
Oh, there's Elvin there with 2 there, and now they try to clear this near side, trying to figure out where the last remaining member is. There's Bench coming around. As the defuse has to come in. Bench gets the kill on Gong, and now Elvin's defuse is going to be cut off. Elvin stuck on the spike.
He's not going to be able to defuse it. Ben with the clutch.
Nice.
Bringing it 2-2. Yes. Have we seen that in chat yet, where we see unbench the Ben or unbench the Ben?
Oh yeah, no, we've got it. We see it already. They know. The Northridge faction is always loud and proud, and that's what I'm trying to get across about these two teams, because this round goes the way of Northridge, but that's an example of what I'm talking about. You saw the patience on the side of San Jose State. They didn't rush the retake, and they were aware of the options. It's just Bench had that timing in that position. It really came down to the 1v1 fight, because if Bench falls, then Elvin doesn't have to stop the defuse and is going to get that spike. So both of these teams were in position to win. It really just came down to who got the kill, who got the kill in that moment. And that's the narrow margin that we're going to be looking at when it comes to victory or defeat for these two sides. Those little engagements are going to decide who wins and who loses. Just excellent play on both sides.
Even see with the the gameplay that we're seeing with Alvin right now, just to be able to get those pop shots off over the wall to see if there's anyone's in that hallway so they can pass by and go to the next point. What great information gathering right there as well.
Absolutely. See now Bench already into the site. Choi Boy was so low in that fight with Alvinus, gets taken out by Fiesto Nino. Devinus doing more work there on that Sova. Now Alvinus with 2 more did so much work on Choi Boy, finishes off Gong and Chris, and now it is just Elvin left with Bucky to try to make something work. They're able to get Alvinus there.
One. Not able to get any more.
Yeah, no, long fight with that Bucky. You're gonna be on ice.
That's not gonna happen. He's probably trying to get some, save some money for that round as well. Trying to get his economy back.
Anybody catch that MCU reference there? Long fight with Bucky. You're gonna be on ice. Winter Soldier. You know what? Let's move on. Round number 6.
It was good, but I wasn't paying enough attention to catch it. I should have, because me being a Marvel fan and all that. But just really testing my waters there.
It's all right. I'm gonna forgive you being focused on the match right now. It's a strong 3-round advantage here or 3 rounds in a row for Northridge. They has responded to the early opening punch from San Jose State.
Here we go, Devin with the Hunter's Fury. If we could see what we could see, he was so close with all of those shots. So close, but not able to even get any damage off. That is... I wish he did get some damage off. That would have made the match already start off very strong.
Oh wow, Gong through the smoke on Devins. Elvin looking to pop out here, but Bench will get this plant down as the fight happens. They've got Chris on the backup. Here they come. There's Bench
Elvin.
down.
Elvin coming out of that cage, not being able to see. What a great play with that big warp coming out with a strong. I thought he was gonna get the 2K, but he did not get the 2K.
Oh, there was too much there. Poise was able to win that fight, but the Molotov from Chris, well coordinated retake here from the side of San Jose State. As you see Chris getting the Molotov into the section. Poise at that point has to stand their ground and fight the fight. They can't afford to move out of the way in order to reposition themselves. So even though they're able to win the 1v1 with Elvin, ultimately falling to that Molotov damage, that's the type of coordination we're talking about. It's going to be so hard for one to get it done against 2 or 3 when you've got teams that are this strong collectively.
I'm already excited to see what this next round's going to bring us. 3-3. You know, someone's off is going to have to win this round.
We keep getting tied up here. Ben, you could be right.
You know, like, if they have to play the 20, I won't be upset.
I mean, I could see it go to a draw. You know, they start playing together, you know, start playing so well, they just keep switching and no one's ever going to really get ahead. They might agree to a draw, who knows?
And now Chris going to light up the wall of fire here to try to protect A site. The word is going out now amongst San Jose State. Get your tails over here and get ready for a fight. Northridge trying to coordinate.
It might be trying to switch over to Pizza side and, you know, do a long rotation back, unless they're still trying to stick on A side.
It's true, as we see right now. It is just poised now over here on A site. The large remainder of the team has moved over and is starting to rotate slowly, of course, but they don't know. Alvin is ready to sweep the corner.
Alvin is. Alvin was asleep right there.
Well, it's just with the shorty or with the Bucky, you're not ready, as we see right here, and it's a long play on A, and it's looking like Northridge with the slow burn
is paying off for sure. Gong now stuck in this corner up in heaven, and everyone knows where he's at. Getting both sides. Alvin is just coming in and cleaning up.
3 kills for Alvinus. We talked about the Jet. We've talked about this agent. We don't say enough about the excellent players who have mained this agent and turned her into such a threat as Alvinus. 3 kills, taking the lead again for Northridge. Back and forth they go. A beautiful round there on the side of Northridge. That's the type of attack that you really... It's hard to see. A lot of times we question teams are saying, are they being too slow, or why are they being so passive? And in this instance, Northridge just took their time. They showed an early formation. They planted the seeds of doubt, got San Jose State to break their formation and rotate, and then they just weaved around them, coiled like a snake, and then struck when it was already too late.
Both just amazing teams. You see the strategies that they can use against each other. You know, they know how to play. Both teams, you know, still, as we said before, undefeated, so they know how to play this game for sure. Both amazing teams knowing these different strategies to use against each other in different situations. That's what it comes down to, is knowing this game and how to play it.
See now. Set up in the smoke. Bench gets a kill on Choi, but can't turn the corner before Thig gets the response. And there's a spike carrier down, but it is 3v2. Low health, however, on the side of Cal State Northridge. It's going to have to be quite a bit of caution here, as still with 42 seconds, spike carrier down is unfortunate, but this is still a round that can definitely be won if you're Northridge, but you've got to figure it out, especially as you see Elvin with so much information.
And Elvin knows where he's coming from. He knows he's coming from the mid-side pizza.
Same, you saw there. Shots coming through from Sova. Those bounce arrows are going to reveal the information as well. So this is not done, because we've got some of the best information gathering agents in the game with Omen and Sova, as you see Fiesto getting the kill on Gong. And now this is a quick move in here from Northridge. They don't have a lot of time left, but they do have the spike. So if they can get into the site and plant, this time will flip. Oh my goodness!
And able to get the corner shots, turning it in their favor. 4v4. Wow, what a turnaround right there. Not even able to get any sort of lead.
Warp with the clutch. Did you see the turner, the turn of the corner, the understanding without even being able to see, knowing that had to be the one place where the spike could go down with that amount of time left, filling the air with bullets, able to get the kill through the box and take that round at the literal last second for San Jose State. I am telling you, by a matter of pixels, it is going to be frames of a second and pixels that determine the difference between these two teams. Wow.
What a great play. Like I said, these teams know what they're doing. They're both very experienced teams in this game. So there's not one side that's really doing better than the other. They're just amazing teams, and it's just like, one's gonna just be able to take that one kill over the other, and that's really what it comes down to, is just the killing now. It's just like they both know how to play, and they both know their strategies.
It's got a lot of information there heading in, but it's Gong who gets the first shot off on Poise, takes them down, but Bench will get the plant here. Devins lets one go through, doesn't know about that, as Chris gets the kill, and this is looking like a great round for San Jose.
Chris going for a 2 after getting banned as well. Alvin is going down. Chris going with a 4K on this round.
Absolutely, Chris, the Phoenix reborn, had such a great performance last week. 24-7 in the last match for San Jose State. They are feeling great coming into this. As an undefeated side, you want to keep the momentum going. But as I feel like maybe the team with the biggest air of invincibility heading into this, they've got a lot to say about this. If they can win this dominantly, they can put the word out and say, listen, congratulations to anybody who's able to stay close to us. That's your biggest accomplishment, because when it comes to W's, they're going to go all the Spartans' way. They are right now in the position, I feel like, to say, this is our league, this is our moment, and no one can stop us. Whereas Northridge, I think even though undefeated, right, we still feel like they have just that little tiny bit to prove that they are the favorites to really win this whole thing. Remains to be seen, as the margins are still so slight.
I mean, we'll really see as the game comes, well, not even close to an end yet, but at the end of the game, we'll see who is really going to be coming out here undefeated as well, if it doesn't come to a stalemate.
Hey, and there we see Alvin is there with the Blaze Storm, gets the kill on Choi Boy. Chris is able to respond, but at that time, the doors had been breached. Bench is through with the plant, and now you are just left with Gong and Elvin here on the Cypher and Sova. And look at the confidence right there. Look at the confidence.
Yeah, Alvin is just coming out on heaven, just trying to make sure he gets these kills in. He does not want to lose.
No,
he wants to he's trying to get this 2-point lead, really trying to switch it around for himself.
See right
coming in while he's in the drone. Elvin getting Devin.
That was a beautiful play there by Elvin to catch out. You saw Devins was just posing with the arrow. Come at me, bro. It epitomized. Oh, this is still a tough
defuse. What a tough defuse. Not gonna happen as Poise gets Elvin. Now left up to Gong, but the spike is too far gone. Now tying it up 5-5. Already 10 rounds in, and no one's really having no one's having anything over each other. This is a tied game so far.
Yeah, this is what we were anticipating. This is what you predicted, honestly, right? Ben, you called it. Said there's no margin between these two teams. They are the equal and opposite of each other. They will just fight and fight until there's nothing left, and they'll call a draw. And heading now into round number 11, knotted up we are.
Yeah, if this doesn't come to a draw, I feel like I'll be more surprised than not.
I wonder if we're gonna see the difference made, because between them they have almost the exact same agent loadout, but there is one major difference, right? Chris is on Phoenix, a very offensive agent, someone that we've talked about ad nauseum, whereas Poise is there with Reyna. And if you remember at the very beginning of the league, I know it wasn't Bent and I on commentary, but McRib, you were there, and a discussion was had about Reyna's efficiency as an agent. And I have to wonder, will that make a difference one way or the other as we come to a close for this match or for this half?
Did you see the long play with Thorpe in the beginning of this round? Those shots were totally on recoil control. And look at Choi Boy getting 3 right off the bat in Pizza side, going to B right here. Oh, I thought Fiasco trades it back finally on Choi Boy. Now Big Thorpe, watching this hallway coming into the Pizza side of B.
The word is out now. Fiesto's position given away now, forced to make something happen as Chris
was ready for the turnaround. Chris was ready for that rotation.
Last round.
Boy. Chris, Elvin, everywhere you look on the San Jose side, you try to find a weakness somewhere to begin with, and it's so hard to get anything started, any push or pull. Meanwhile, on the side of Northridge, Alvinus, Fiesto, Poise, all of these members of the team so ready and willing to carry at a tough moment. And then you've got Bench, who has just been, where they need to be so many times, getting work done. You're not going to find much in the way of, you're not going to find something soft or easy in this match. Everything's going to be hard fought. There's going to need to be resilience and a determination to win the whole thing if you're going to win this match. And I feel like we may be looking at a championship preview as we enter into the last round before the swap. You see that Devin is with the ultimate out, and he gets Elvin. There's one huge potential opening here.
And one player can change the game as well. It's just now we're coming into a 5v4. I believe they're going to tie it up for sure. There's no reason that they can't. Just waiting for them as they try to rotate A here. Stuck in these corners, trying to figure out where these guys are coming from. Information gathering right now is important.
As we know right now, you see Devin's trying to get any little bit they can as Chris is going to come around this corner there, but Poise was ready.
Poise was ready for Chris. He knew he was going to come out of that corner at some point. They're just waiting. And now it looks like they did all rotate or are rotating B on Pizza's side, going the longest route possible. Looks like the spike should be going down at some point. And then, now we got the Killjoy going up as well.
It is. Look at right there.
Alvinus knew he was stuck in that corner.
You see Choibo with the Blaze Storm ult up. If there's any ult that can really change the map, it's that one, but there's nothing that going there. Choiboy forced to relocate, try to find a different way to going. As you see Big Warp coming around the other side, but Poise
is ready again. Poise is ready again, ready with all of it. He is not letting his flank being taken right now at all.
And now Choiboy with almost no time even to get all of the work done, and this would be a momentous bit of work to get done there to take out 4. No time for it even before the spike goes off as we are knotted up 6-6. On the flip side, Bent, you predicted this. You told us this is what was going to happen. Can you tell me a little bit about what you've seen that makes you feel like this is why it's going to happen?
Why do I think it's going to be a pretty much a draw? Like, I don't. If you can't see it, these teams are playing very well. Their strengths are there and their weaknesses are barely there. I mean, yes, each team can play to to the other team's weakness. And we are seeing that here and there where they make minute mistakes. But even then, their teams are both so strong. I mean, both teams have not lost a game yet in this season. So to see them lose, I almost don't even know if they are, because like I said, I think it's just going to be a draw. They're going back and forth. Each team is not getting any momentum. This is not a snowball effect. This is no steamroll going on at all. This is all about they're being careful. They know how to use their strategies. They know the map. They both know this map very well. They understand how to play this map. They understand how to check these corners. They both have everything that they need. So I just think that this is definitely going to be a draw match because of how well they both play.
All right, well, as we get into the action here on the pistol round, you see Choiboy going to get the first kill off on bench. Elvin looking to get another one here, firing rapidly as the spike has gone down in the thick of it. It was Gong able to get the spike down. And with a full 5-agent roster, you see the retake here begin for Northridge. Poise going to get the first kill on Chris, and then Choiboy going to get one, but response here.
Fiesto then going down.
Trades coming hot and heavy, and it is all up to Alvinus to get the job done up against Gong and Elvin with the spike down. So speed is of the essence, and Elvin says no.
Not able to have that happen. I feel like we're saying all the names on each team. Each player of each team is playing very well. That not one person is really popping off, as you would say. Really not taking the lead. Each person has their quality and what they bring to the team. Each person brings so much.
Yeah, this is one of those where the stat line won't tell you how well either team played because it'll look so even, right? There's not going to be a gaudy KDA by the end of this thing. You're not going to see one of those showy, oh yeah, I had 23 kills and only died 5. No, this is not what happens. This is where each and every step you take, every bullet you fire, every utility you use is all going towards one statistic. and that's win or loss. Whatever happens in between the beginning of the round and the end of the round is done with the team in mind. And that's why these two teams represent so well. As you see there, Chris able to get the kill on Poise with the superior weaponry. Using that Spectre, turning the corner, just too much for Poise to get. This is only a narrow, money advantage right now for San Jose State, right? They didn't want to go all in on this because they know what happens. You can still very much lose a round like this, even against pistols on the other side, especially when the team is so strong as Northridge is.
Here we go. Ben was not able to. Yeah, that was a 3 push right there. He was overcome with all those people. Look at Thorpe getting Fiesto and then turning around, not able to get the second. Now we have a 4v1. Chris over here just waiting for the jet to come by.
And we know Alvin was going to pick up that gun there. But Elvin shuts down on the other side. There's a finish. So now the first 2 rounds.
Here's the first time we're actually seeing a 2-round lead, I feel like, since the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it's once again the first 2 rounds going the way of San Jose State. This is what happened the first time when they were on defenders. So the pistol rounds clearly now in the favor of San Jose State. But what happened last time, they went up 2, and then Northridge responded with 3 in a row, and then they went back and forth until the end of the half. If that gets broken here, if San Jose State is able to extend and push this lead out to 3, maybe we see the first crack starting to form in this Northridge side as they fall behind. But you see now armed up with the Vandal is Fiesto. This is a buy here for Northridge. This is them saying, we're going to take this round. We need to win this round and put an end to things.
Yeah, they're not trying to let any momentum get any way of San Jose State. They're trying to take it back for themselves.
As you see there, Elvin able to get information by proxy. Not seeing anybody sometimes tells you as much as if you saw them standing around in broad daylight. But still, when it comes down to it, you'd rather know where they're at than know where they're not at. You just never know whenever you turn a corner. As you see the fire coming through, Chris killed by Poise.
Poise still coming off of the strong gameplay right there. Strong recoil control, knowing how to get around those smokes as well. Getting Chris.
You see the fire come through as Elvin tries to step around to get some shots off, but there's nothing really doing here. It is still a slow poke and prod effort here for San Jose State as they try to find a weakness, try to find a way into a site, get the spike down at last. But it's Fiesto shutting down another one. Elvin able to respond here, but the advantage still the way of Northridge. This movement comes heavy to the A site.
Look at the 2. Look at the 2. Look at the 2K. Look at that. Now, trying to get it closer with an 8-7. So with a CSUN Black lead, here we go. This is where they're starting to come back. This is where they're going to close it up.
Eli, you talked a lot about how CSUN is great at gathering information, and that's what you're kind of betting on for them for this match. What did you see in that match that kind of backed up that opinion?
Well, it's just been the manner of their growth as a team. I feel like the first time we saw Northridge, it was a matter of individual excellence, right? We talked so much about how well Poise played, and we've talked so much about how well Alvinus has played. But over the course of the next few weeks, it feels like we've seen the whole team take a step forward. And I think that's what happens when you've got a strong, cohesive unit. I think that's what you get when everybody is pulling their own weight and making an effort to improve. And so I just feel like with the little bit of advantage that you get, just because you can talk to somebody who goes to your same school about the match that they played, I think that's going to make the narrow difference. As we see Bench holding down A site, able to get Chris out as Elvin tries to make their way in. But Cypher, still a great agent, one of my favorites. Not great on attack.
Alvin is coming with the 2, leading and now tying it up 8-8. Oh.
3 kills there for Alvinus. Again, back tied up. It was 2 rounds early. Pistol rounds go the way of San Jose State. We wonder, is this it? Are they going to break the back of Northridge? No, here comes the buy and a response. If it holds to pattern, this round will go Northridge's way, and then we'll be stuck until overtime, and maybe we'll just play forever and ever and ever without any team ever taking a lead and have to draw.
if they do draw, this would be the most five-head play I've ever predicted.
Yeah, that you would put this one on a banner, man.
This will be my best prediction ever.
Oh wow, Thick Warp had a huge opportunity. They caught Devins with their pants down coming around the corner, but missed shots, a rare missed opportunity there for San Jose State. And now they're down an agent, which should have been a clean initiation, a great advantage. Instead, not going their way as Elvin gets one shot on bench, but Alvinus, of course, able to clean up and pushes up near side to hold this corner here as the rest of the team rotates into position. The main core strength here of San Jose State, right? Everybody's committed right now to this B site. The knowledge is there as we see coming around.
Each team on San Jose is hurt as well. Now we got, Devin's taking out Choi Boy. We're going to a 4v2. Definitely look like it's going Black's way.
It was a great shot there by Devinus to catch out Choi Boy, who tried to go to the near corner. Try to set up something with the movement, but it was a response from Devins to hold it down as Gong picks up the spike. But with 4v2, only 25 seconds left, either Gong or Chris is going to have to make a massive play happen here. As we see Alvinus on the long end holding down, just suppressing fire right now, really.
I think at those 25 seconds, they could have definitely, one person, the spike carrier, could have rotated around and tried to break their attention off of that side, but it looks like it didn't happen. It looks like the pattern did stay. Now up 9-8. Here we go. Now they're going to start switching it back and forth.
Well, there was the great play from Alvinus right there. Probably one of the most important rounds we've had thus far. Devin's able to recover from what would have been a grievous tactical error and respond. Thig kicking himself for missing that opportunity. But if there's anything that I would say for San Jose State is that they've shown resilience thus far, right? They've dominated so many games. They've won. Haven't really been tested that we've seen. And perhaps in their first, okay.
I didn't even Gong get taken out. I didn't even know where that shot came from. The corner prediction was so well. I didn't even see where it came from.
Alvinus has invested. The op is in play. And we are a go. It looks like Northridge is looking to flip the script and say, no, I know this is where it says you win the round and then we go back and forth until we're both dead. But how about no?
They're trying to take this momentum into their own hands, coming back from 3 points. Maybe they're just trying to get this fourth and take it from there. Really trying to, start bringing out the mop and start cleaning this up.
Absolutely. You see Choi Boy coming into A, but the full strength of Northridge Black is rotating over. They have fully committed into this rotation. They believe they know exactly where San Jose State is. And they may be right. As Bench takes some damage to the wall there. Trying not to flinch too much, but Choi Boy smelled blood and was right.
I thought Ben was going to be able to take that. Now, Alvin going in for the plant. Fiesto coming around this corner. Visuals are blocked. Alvinus with the OP shots on Choi Boy.
Alvinus again. I just see the Blaze Storm is up. Alvinus looking to finish it off.
Oh, I really thought he could get that kill. That would have been such a great kill as well. Boys on 11. They take it down. Here comes the defuse. And it's going to be 10-8.
Alvinus has broken open the dam. Got the work done. Has won so many fights. And now it is Northridge with the dominant posture here. Defending side, only needing 3 more rounds.
Can they keep it though? Or do you think they're going to come back? Do you really think this attacking side is going to come back right now?
Well, I would say at this moment right here that this is the make or break for it. I see Choi Boy opting into the Odin. It's going to be an early play right here, and Choi is absolutely correct, by the way. Just we know that, and the folks at home know that, but Choi had it all lined up. As we see the bullets coming in, Alvinus patiently on that operator, predicting the attack correctly, but it's going to be about execution here. Will it get done? As you see, Chris knows as well, right? Everybody on San Jose State knows they're pushing into an op. They know.
They're going to have to take that corner real fast. Let's see if Chris is gonna get this flash off. Maybe blinding the op. Now now they're able to push in the operator, not sitting there waiting for them. Chris on the ultimate now has that information.
The Odin out. So many smokes out here. Alvinus not able to get a clean shot off. No information. It is a melee, but no kills thus far. Devins gets taken out to the wall. And it's Chris with 2. Alvinus with still a kill on the operator. The spike carrier is down, however, for San Jose State. So though the bloodbath, they are down. As Poise gets one on Thick War. Bench gets one on Choi Boy. And now Gong trying to go off with that Hunter's Fury. But they're going to miss out.
Not able to get nothing, though. But Gong's still bringing it back with 1 kill. Oh, Gong's it. Gong is all that's left. This match has gone so fast as well. Is this going to be an 11-8? Is this the first time we're actually going to see any momentum gaining in this game?
Maybe looking at it right there as Gong looked off that angle just at the wrong second. Poise stepped up. Finishes what Alvinus started. The Odin secured. The operator secured. If they even won it. And you know right there, as you see. Like, of course the Silver Main just goes, oh, no. Is that Noden? Is that Noden? Let me get my hands on that. I'll take that.
Let me grab that real quick. Let me get some quick wall bangs.
Well, now the weapons are all up here for Northridge. That was a massive round. That was a forced buy from San Jose State. They leveraged everything they had really on that round. Though Chris was nearly the hero, they are now behind, going into an operator, going into an Odin. As you see, Alvinus making quick work of Choi Boy out in front of the A site. And just like that, the advantage goes to Northridge. It's looking like a slow but sure death here for San Jose State. As the smoke comes down, the intel is out, the rotations will come through as Gong trying to find the information. Gear up for this push. San Jose State does not have a lot of time left in terms of rounds. They got to make it happen. As Thinkwarp takes out Alvinus, that's a big pick.
And he drops the op as well. This is now that investment is gone. Here we go with a 4v2 as I'm trying to speak it out right now. Gong. Now Gong being the last alive again in this corner. Definitely they all know where he's at. He's not getting out in this corner very easily.
No, and not even with a rifle to his name either. So Gong's got to figure out a way. First of all, you got to get a rifle, right? You're not just going to do this with a pistol.
There is definitely, you can definitely pick up something off either dead teammates or fallen enemies.
Yeah. Yeah, there's options here now for Gong, but I think you see right now the way they're playing it, the first fear is just that stepping through that doorway to try to get something won't happen. As you see, they're tagged out now. Everybody knows exactly where they are. And with only 15 seconds left, Northridge has the best intelligence. They don't actually need this kill. As you see, Devin's trying to push up and get it done. They're not able to, but Bench does finish it. 8-12. Northridge looking to stake a claim to the crown and finish what Northridge Red could not.
This is close. This is game point right here. They got to turn it around, throw a couple Hail Marys to really close this up. Otherwise, my prediction is definitely going to be wrong.
Well, here you go right there. Choi Boy now investing into the op. You see the full buy coming out for San Jose State. They don't have a choice. They need to buy everything in. They've got to have all hands on deck. They need to clean it up. Alvinus has gone uncontested with the op thus far. So now finally Choi Boy on the jet as well steps up to the plate. It's going to be those two. They're going to be the ones who need to decide the match for either side. As we see right now, we will have an ult coming up for Chris. The run it back is going to be a factor. Big warp, trying to make something happen. Alvinus misses an early shot there.
Now definitely trying to pull it out, bait it. He sees the people coming around the corner. He gets the kill. This is important right here. This is where we're going to see the game change. We got a 4v3.
Alvinus able to take out Choi Boy, but instead the response comes from San Jose State. They do not give up. They get 2 in that exchange. And now both op carriers down. So there'll be some rotations here to figure out who's going to have what as we come into the A site. It's Chris taking out Poise. It's looking like a clutch round here as the Odin's there. Forces out the ult. Then the kill there on Gong. But Big Warp finishes off Devins.
Here we go. Here's the turnaround.
Takes out
30
Chris.
seconds left.
2v1, but Elvin there, the late rotate there from Elvin. The slow play, grinding it out. And now it is 9-12. This is the choice here for Northridge. Do they spend all of the money now? Do they buy up now and say, hey, we get to win this. We're not going to fall back. We're not going to give up a round and assume we can get it. Are we going to buy in all the way now? It's looking like a yes from them, as they have one more match point if they cannot get this one. This is not the last round for them. If they lose this one, they can still win the next one. But after that, we are getting closer and closer into that overtime period. See Joey Boy walking behind that drone. Gong. Initiating. Trying to get the information. Bench. Who has been
coming in.
Bench has been a rock, really, on this A side. As we see again.
Joey Boy, even with the visuals gone.
This has been Bench. Really?
So many.
Oh, there's the SO2 getting the kill on Thick. Chris trying to return, but Bench gets 2.
Down. Here we go. We got a 4v2. This is good. Gong turning around on Devin. 3v2 now. This is game point. Are they gonna take it?
Just Sova, Cypher, Alvinus with the Blaze Storm, with the operator. This is the moment. This is easily the opportunity. There it is.
Alvinus gets it. Alvinus gets the double. Gets the 2K, winning it.
That is
winning it for San Jose State. Now San Jose State going undefeated.
Well, I want to say, could you have seen this coming? Could you have predicted it? Who would have thought? I thought. I said
what a great game. And yes, it did not end in a draw like I was hoping for, but the bloodbath definitely came in the end. They definitely broke. They saw that crack, as you said earlier, Eli, and they ran with it for sure. They kept breaking that. They just kept hitting it with that hammer and chisel until it finally just broke open. The floodgates rushed out.
An incredible performance on both sides. San Jose State showing that moxie, why they were considered the favorites and why they've looked so good. But Northridge, I feel like now with such a dominant statement, they closed out that half so strongly. After losing that round, would have been easy to fall apart and see the momentum break. Instead, Bench holds it down on the A site again. They attacked Bench over and over again. They went upon him, and like a rock before the storm, Bench held it down. An incredible performance from Cal State Northridge. Love to see it.
Even though, like, I know we weren't pointing out KDAs before, but you gotta realize Alvin coming in with a 30 and 14. That by himself.
That is
30 and 14. I mean, I did see in chat the Alvin and the Chipmunks. I kind of have to go with it.
Oh yeah, no, that is an absurd stat line. I don't. That's a Call of Duty score. That's something you don't see in a closely matched pair of fights like these. But this is just what you're gonna get when you've got two of the top tier teams going at it. I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing these two teams play again later on in the season. You know that there's going to be some hunger, some fire for the Spartans. They didn't get the undefeated run they were looking for. They got knocked off. Northridge defending the honor of the school.
What a just amazing gameplay. Just something to watch for sure. This was not a steamroll. It ended with, a good couple point lead, but I would want to watch that again for sure. That just, just to see both teams go at it for sure. Just a great game.
Oh yeah. Just I can order, but I'll order 3 more of those. Yeah, 2 for now, then put 1 in the box. I can have it later, put it in the fridge when I get home. I'll definitely have that. But I do hate to do it, but I do have to cut and run a little early. So thank you all so much for watching. Please stay tuned. We are not done with matches for tonight. We've got some more great Valorant action. I have been Eli the Curry. I love you so much, but I do have to go. See you all on Friday.
I've been the OG Bent. Don't forget about us. We'll be back later. You guys have been awesome. Can't wait to see you guys.
We'll see you guys in the next match. Bye.